What's up with it, Hood News peeps? It's your girl Grizzy, live here with the Hood News. Friends, I'm over here in Cleveland, Texas. Yes, I am. Waiting for you guys to hop on, friends. We're going to look at this house. This is a triple wide manufactured home from Palm Harbor Homes. Make sure you give them a call. I've got the phone number right there. 281-592-8600. Let's go inside. Are y'all ready? And can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yes? Yes. I'm in Cleveland, y'all. Woohoo! Cleveland, Texas in the house. Right here off of 59. Let's go, friends. Are y'all ready? All right, friends. Wait till you see this house. Oh my God, this house is so nice. These houses are really nice. I'm ready. Are y'all ready? We're going to look at it for the first time together. Hey, guys and girls. Hey. Hey, how y'all doing?
Great.
Woo! Friends, look at this house. Hold on. Look. I'm going to show y'all real quick. I'm standing in this corner, right? Now, look how big this is. All right. Tell us who you are.
Yep.
And tell us what we're looking at here.
Yes. So my name is Luis Sanchez. I'm the general manager here at Palm Harbor Homes in Cleveland, located at 1152 Highway 59 North, bypass Cleveland, Texas, 77327. But we are standing in our most popular model in the entire company. This is our LaBelle. It is a triple wide 3-section home, 2897 square feet. There's a lot to love in this house.
Oh my gosh, the details. I'm in like a mansion. This is so nice.
So this is built out of our Cavco Austin facility.
Okay.
It's a Palm Harbor. It's got a lot to love about it. You know, the
Yes.
full tape and textured walls. But one thing that Palm Harbor specializes isn't necessarily just the look. Now, we have it, and that's great. But what really separates us from really any other builder is going to be how these houses are built. Mm-hmm. But right here behind me, I have my full team, and I'll let them go ahead and introduce themselves as well.
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, I'm Jeremy.
Hi,
Sales
Jeremy.
consultant here.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been doing this for about a little over a year. So here you go, Doug.
Hello, Doug French. I'm the sales manager here. Done this for about 30 years now. So if you have any questions, we're here for you.
All right. He's an OG in the game. Yes.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sonia, the on-site realtor, and I've been here going on 5 years.
All right. Sonia in the house.
Hi guys, I'm Liz, the team's newest addition, and hablo español para mi gente hispana. Aquí los puedo ayudar.
All right. Se habla español. I am so excited about this. Can we tour? Because everybody wants to see.
Let's go ahead
All
and tour it.
And can I ask, that is a sliding door?
It is.
That is so freaking cool. Look at the details, friends.
1, 2, 3,
Woo! Oh my goodness. Look at the details. Look at the trim. Look at the just the molding is so beautiful. Like, look at this. Like, look just the details. Look at that.
Yep.
Wow.
So this house is completely covered in half-inch sheetrock, tape and texture throughout the entire house, every single inch. But let's go ahead and tour it, like
All
you
right,
said.
let's go.
We've already seen the living room. Here you got your dining area.
Mm-hmm.
Good space for, all your family needs and all that. They
Yes.
do have the really nice copper ceiling as well. Just kind of give it that more residential, just homey feel, so it just kind of feels more like a home.
Yeah, this isn't the normal trailer that I saw growing up and stuff. No, look at this, friends. Look at this.
And it's
oh my goodness.
a great, just perfectly dim for all your movie nights when you have the family together.
Yes.
It's just a great spot overall. And then of course you can't ever go wrong with this kitchen.
Wow, look, friends, this is bigger than my kitchen. Oh my goodness. Look, there's so much space. Look where everybody's standing. Like, we're not messing with the images or nothing. This is a Facebook Live video. Look at the pantry. And there's another one.
Yep.
Like all of us that are hoarders when it comes to groceries. Look, I am not. Look at all the shelf space. Look, you get all my coupon ladies that y'all like to get all these products and stuff. Look at this, friends.
I think for the doomsday preppers.
Yes, for the doomsday
Doomsday
preppers.
preppers.
Yes, for real. Look, all the storage space. Look at all the drawers, everything.
There's so many drawers, so many cabinets throughout, and they are hardwood front cabinets as well. So it's not your cheapy little old style trailer cabinets and all that. But another good thing to highlight too is the fact that we do have backsplash that goes all the way above the range as well, just making it more convenient and easy for you. If you're kind of like, well, okay, I'll be honest, we don't cook. But if you do cook every now and then,
Yes.
it's great when you have those oil splatters because this is so easy to just maintain
to wipe it
and
off,
clean.
yes, versus sheetrock or just having nothing back there, yeah.
Exactly. And then the
Wow.
great thing is we do have a quartz finish on this, so it's a quartz countertop, quartz on the island. And it's great just to have an actual hardwood surface as opposed to Formica like you will see in most others.
All
But
right.
definitely can't go wrong with this.
Yes.
Anyone want to mention anything while we're in this kitchen?
Yeah. Here. So what I would mention in this kitchen is that you really are getting the top quality luxury stuff as you'll see in kind of your custom homes, like your quartz countertops, like your deep sinks and your farmhouse sinks, and all your really nice darkened stainless steel your water accents and stuff like that.
Nice.
One thing that's cool that people see all the time, they think this is a double oven, and it is. You've got an oven right here, but this is actually a microwave. And people are like, "How do you do a flip down microwave?" Because it's got a snap seal in there, so that way you can do it in more of a classy fashion.
Like that.
So yeah.
I like that. All right, so I've got people saying I want one so bad, but I don't think I can have this. Like, what do you have to say to somebody that's seeing this video right now, and they work hard, they don't have a home, they're renting an apartment, maybe $1,700. What do you have to say to that person?
You know, this one is going to be our most expensive model by quite a bit, and I'll just throw that quite out there. This is one that starts at $299,900.
Okay.
But so when you kind of break down into square feet, because this is a very, very big home. It's just 2,897 square feet. When you break down per square foot, you're right around $103 a square foot.
Okay.
Now, let's say, hey, you know what? I don't need this size of a home. I don't need this big of a home, but I love the look, I love the style, and I love how it's built. That's perfectly fine because this facility also builds double wides and single wides that are going to help you fit more of the, kind of traditional budget, or, if you're a bit more tight on the budget. So we have tons of options to kind of help you guys out with that.
Nice. Yeah. All right. So let me ask you this: what are some of the biggest misconceptions of a manufactured home, and what you guys have personally done to change that narrative with the models that you guys have?
Yeah, so I'll actually let Doug take over on this one because a lot of it is construction. People tend to think that, these are your 1980s trailers that are just going to blow away the second you get a wind of gust. Doug, you want to kind of give them some information on why that's just not the case anymore?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we don't have all day here, but if I had to point out one major difference would be our subfloors. I hear people all the time say, "Hey, why do your floors feel so much more solid than everywhere we've been?" In fact, we put together a small-scale mock design in one of the other bedrooms. Love to take a second to show you why.
All right, let's go. All right, they got demos, friends. They're gonna tell us why. And let me tell you, I've walked through many trailers in my lifetime, right? And I've lived in one, and I've hung out with friends, and the floor, I gotta say, is not wobbly at all.
Yeah, the main thing I'd like to point out is, remember, everything you've seen on this video so far today is sitting on this subfloor. The walls, the appliances, the cabinets, your furniture, tubs full of water. And so this is just a small scale display I've done to give you industry standard subfloors versus how Palm Harbor, Cavco, Austin does it. This particular display here, this is your industry standard subfloor. These are your floor joists that run across the I-beams.
Okay.
And this is the perimeter beam that runs on the outside. The industry standard is a 2x6 floor joist with a single 2x6 rim on the outer walls and 19.2 inch on center on the floor joist. If you go over to the Palm Harbor Homes Austin floor joist, as you can see, it's 2x8s. And it's a double perimeter beam all the way around the outer edges of the dome.
Oh yeah, look at the comparison, friends.
Right. And then there's 16 inch on center. So as you can see, a lot more lumber and a lot more construction. Also, this is a small scale design of a typical sidewall. You have 2x4 studs, and you have the industry standard will use a 1x4 bottom plate. And when they fasten that down on top of the outer walls, there's not a lot to screw it into.
Wow.
Versus a 2x4 wall. Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah.
You have a full 2x4 bottom plate, top plate, and look how much lumber underneath we have to screw into to make this home solid and stable.
Yeah.
Also, the big advantage was energy efficiency, and when you have a thicker subfloor, You have a lot more room for thicker insulation values, so you'll be comfortable in your new home.
All right,
That's
so
just one of the
this is one
small
of the
reasons.
bedrooms. This would be like one of the kids' rooms, and it's pretty roomy. And look at the closet space. It's really great, friends. We're gonna walk through a walk-in closet that is unlike anything you guys seen.
Yes.
All right, look at the restroom. Let's talk about this restroom. This is what, like the guest, like the
Yes. So it'd be the guest bathroom.
Guest bathroom.
The way we have it set up here, you have 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. So this would just be the primary. So if you do have kids, kind of have the 2 bedrooms here and a bathroom that they can share as well.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. What else do we have?
So we can definitely go over towards one of the other guest bedrooms. It can kind of double down as an in-law suite if you have roommates, things like that. But as we're walking that way, we do have a huge utility room down in here. You have space for a deep freezer over here.
Nice.
Gives you a huge deep sink, which is great. So if you have pets and you need to give them a bath, very easy to do.
All right. I love this. This is so huge.
Yes, plenty of space. And then of course you have your side back door.
Always good to have like exits and everything. Yep.
Yes.
Look at this, friends. Look at this.
Not your typical mobile home you would typically see.
No, not at all, friend. Not at all. Wow.
You know, one great thing that Palm Harbors also like to highlight on is storage space. Not just in the bedrooms, but also just in little nooks and spots too. We do have a little hall closet right in here that is going to give you just extra storage as you're walking by. And then you also have a coat closet here as well.
Wow.
So just in this little area, you have 2 storage closets.
Okay. Look at that, friends. Lots of space. Lots of storage
Yes.
space.
And then over here, it's going to take you kind of into your in-law suite. If you have an older kid, you might have family moving in. This is a great space to utilize that in. It's a good, bigger bedroom. You also have a good walk-in closet. And most importantly, they have access to their own bathroom that's kind of hidden off. So no need to share with guests or anything like
look
that.
at the closets. This is good closet space. All right. Wait, friends. I know everybody wants to see the master bedroom. We're going to get to that. Look at this restroom. Look at the restrooms, friends. They're so well put out, like the well thought out. Look. Lots of space and storage. That's so always important. We need storage.
You know, one thing that a lot of people don't even notice when they're first just kind of walking through is plugs. The last thing someone wants to do when they finally move into their new home is try to figure out how they need to arrange and organize their bedroom to kind of make it work, you know, with your chargers and all that, your lamps. If we kind of just look around, this room alone has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 plugs. Really 6 when you look at the one over there by the bathroom.
Right there, 6 of them in one room. And I only have like 2 in my room.
So it definitely gives you the option to kind of set up the room the way you want to do it, especially with one that's this big. Kind of set it up the way you want to, not feel so limited in what you're doing. But I know everyone's been waiting.
All right,
I
y'all
think
ready?
it's for time.
Yes, all right. Friends, hey, get ready. We're going to be blown away together. Y'all ready? Because I saw it out the corner of my eye. Oh, my goodness, friends. Look at the master bedroom. Ah! Hey, this is like, man, I'm from rags. This is riches. This is riches, y'all. Look at this. This is so nice and bougie. Like, I just love it.
This is definitely one of those areas of the house that
Ooh,
just speaks for itself.
It's got a sitting area. Like,
Yes.
wow, this is amazing. Ooh, friends, this is
And just for size reference here, that is a king size bed.
yes, it is.
Even though it's a king size bed, you have plenty of space for your nightstands, an extra dresser, and honestly, even more.
Yeah,
But yes, this is definitely one of those that you don't, words can't explain it.
exactly. So now let me ask you this. A lot of families believe that bad credit is like the stopper of things, from them progressing and getting into a nice home. What's the story on this? What kind of solutions do you guys offer to people that to help them get into a home?
Yeah, so I mean, the great thing about us, especially with being with a well-established company that's been in the business for over 65 years, is we built the relationships that allow us to carry multiple different lenders, work with multiple lenders, just kind of have that name brand to kind of just go out there. These lenders want to work with us, so that's a great news because we do work with over 14 different lenders. We also even own our own, so that kind of helps out when it comes to, let's say you don't have perfect credit. That's never an issue. We're able to get just about anyone approved with various different lenders and various different options. Whether it's, hey, you have land that you're looking to put down, we're able to finance that as well. Plenty of different options, down payment assistance. You know, a big misconception is people kind of have that residential home mindset that, hey, I need to have this 700, 800 credit score to get approved for a house.
Right.
And $20,000 down, which that's simply not the case. At least not when you're getting a manufactured home. We have lenders that buy as low as 500 scores, down payments as low as 5%. We have some lenders that even approve people with $0 down. We have tons of different options to kind of help every single credit situation out there.
Can you tell us of a story where someone thought that this was not going to work out for them and they were able to find a lender? Can you give us like a war story, I guess you can say?
Actually,
Yes.
Jeremy, you have a
You
really
got
good one that recently happened.
Jeremy.
Yeah. So I'll have them real quick. So I'll try to not say any names, just to, 'cause it's personal information. But recently, I had a customer, a young couple, and they came in and they wanted to tour some houses, but they started off the bat pretty dang kind of defeated. They had been to like everybody down the street, and they had bought with so many people, it ended up falling through because they couldn't get approved. And so when they came to me, they were just really bummed out, and so we picked out a home, and then we took a look at everything, and it was cool because Palm Harbor's, like Lewis said earlier, because we're such a big company, and we've been here for so long, we do have those relationships with lenders. So, we're not lenders, but we understand their programs, so we understand that we have a solution that really nobody else can offer. And so we went from getting them on the house to filling out the application, and we ended up finding a program for them. And that's what we usually do is ended up going with our kind of exclusive lender with down payment assistance, and their house is on lot right now, and they're living in it right now. So it was really cool. They didn't have to sacrifice and go live in a house that they didn't want. They got the one that they wanted, and they were able to find financing for it, which was a really cool thing, especially being first-time home buyers and young kids. So helping them out was really
That's
cool.
got to feel amazing for you all, also to put families into these nice houses, like these nice homes.
This was a very young couple. They're in their early 20s, expecting their first kid in the next couple of months. And like Jeremy said, obviously kids are expensive. They didn't have a whole lot to put down. Credit wasn't perfect. They kind of just seemed defeated just walking in the door. But, the team kind of did bond together and reach out to all of our resources, and we were able to help them get down payment assistance to where they didn't have to put any money down, get them in their new house, and they're just loving life now.
Yeah, I'm loving that for them. I love this. Let's look at this closet space. Friends, they got two I'm going to show y'all the other one. There's a his and hers, okay? I'm so excited. I want one so bad, y'all. Oh my goodness. This looks way better than my little casita in the hood, man. I'm telling y'all now. Oh my God, friend. I would die to have closet space like this. This is so freaking nice. Look, the shelves. Look, everything's so well thought out. Like, you guys think of everything.
Yes, and so that's one great thing that you just pointed out was the shelves. In some other houses, we'll find wire shelves. Not with Palm Harbors. They go and do the actual full wooden shelves throughout.
All right, let's go to this. This is the master bathroom.
Yes. And so just right off the bat, when you walk in, it's super spacious. It's a big open bathroom. You got your double sinks. You have a little vanity section here too, so you can be doing your makeup, your hair, whatever it may be. Tons of cabinet space and just storage space. If you're anything like my wife, you have a straightener, a curler, a dryer, and this and that and everything else. Which is great because you have all that storage, and it doesn't have to be out in the open like, it is at our house.
I love that.
But we have a great big deep tub here, standalone tub. It's a really good finish on there.
Yes, wash those aches and pains away. You just chill in that tub. Oh my goodness. Yes.
And then you can't ever go wrong with this shower here. It's a great big shower. You walk in, tons of space down here. It's a big rainfall shower. You have the handheld as well. But not only that, there's this bench area.
I know. Look,
really
friends, I'm
nice
gonna sit in there. I'm a big girl, so look, let me just show y'all. Look,
There's plenty of
space. Yes, there is. Look, friends.
And there's still space here.
Seriously, like you can't even bring the pup in here to get a shower. Yes, I'm so excited, friend. This is so nice. Oh my goodness. Yes, Palm Harbor Homes, you guys.
And then right off on the left here, we have a really nice water closet.
Okay.
So a closed off toilet. I like to call it a marriage saver. And
okay.
You guys may know why.
Yes.
It is vented, so that's great.
Yes.
But more importantly, it has a door, so your significant other doesn't have to go through that.
I love that.
Now,
what's this for?
Grizzy, that's one of the other stars of the show. You already mentioned one closet.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to show you the second, and I have to ask you a question. Which one would you pick? Is this yours or is that yours?
The other one is mine, but let me see this one. I gotta see. Oh, friends, this one's got a mirror and everything. Dang. Hey, all your shoes, friends, y'all, man, your little jewelry.
Yes.
Oh, this is nice too. I don't know which one. Like, I think I like this one more.
No.
But all of them, they're just so spacious. Look, they broke it down for all your purses. This is the girl one, I think. This is where you got all the purses and the shoes.
I think so. Shoes, purses,
Yeah.
everything you can store, and you can't ever go wrong with the full body mirror as well.
Oof. Wow. Dang, this is so nice. This is incredible.
Yes.
Look at how roomy it is, friends. Like, we're literally, like, I'm getting my steps in today walking through this house.
Yeah, just a reminder, guys, 2,897 square feet.
Mine's only 1,100. So, yes. I have a small little house, but, hey, there's always time and chances for improvement and coming on up, man. This is so nice. Look at the utility room. Dang. Are we going to look at any other ones too?
Yes, for sure. So,
Alright.
like I mentioned, this is it's right off on the front when you drive by and you see it. This is, like I mentioned, our more expensive, but also the most popular floor plan in our company.
I love it.
I know, we talked about price points earlier and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of want to show kind of a mix of different options. I'm just going to take you straight from the biggest to one of the smaller houses we have here on the lot.
Yeah, we got smaller, like, we got single people. Look one more time, friends. You got a pantry over there, and then you got your hoarding situation right here. Like, you can hoard, like, you can, like, literally, look, friends. This is a lot of space. You got all your rice, your beans. You can have all your containers, your chips, all that stuff. Your snacks. Don't ever forget them Takis. Oh, my
Can't forget
goodness.
those.
I am loving this. Look at this. Look at the details.
And you know what? I don't think we even pointed out our real wood-burning fireplace over here.
Oh, that's so cool. They've got a fireplace in here, too.
Yep. So it's great. You can put some logs down there and make your own fire. It's great, especially around the wintertime. I know we have like about a 3-day wintertime window here. But regardless, it's great for the pictures and everything when Christmas is around. But like I said, we do also have single wides and double wides here. And we kind of want to show you a little bit of a mix so you can kind of see everything we got to offer.
Yes. Okay, so tell everybody, where are we at? Because they're like, which one are you at, Grizzy?
1152 Highway 59 North Bypass, Cleveland, Texas 77327.
Yeah. Cleveland, Texas in the house, friends. Right here off of 59 freeway.
We're right next to the Love's gas station right up there.
Right there. You can't miss it. Like, you see it right off the rip. All right. The phone number to call is 281-592-8600.
And yep, this also does come in with this built-in porch. That's already included in there, by the way.
Nice. Look at the little
actual metal railings
porch.
and everything.
Yeah, you can put all your plants. You can have like seats out here. This is really, really nice, and it has like the, AC, everything.
Yep.
What does a light bill on one of these look like? I mean, it's gotta be like not as bad as like the typical house,
no,
right?
not at all. So one of our sales staff actually recently bought a double wide out of the same manufacturer.
Mm-hmm.
She said her light bill went from being almost $400. Now she does have 2 young kids and her husband, and they also had all that. But same square footage, they went from that to a double wide version out of this factory, and their light bill doesn't really get over 120 anymore.
Wow.
So the energy efficiency in these homes are phenomenal.
Nice. That's really good. That's a relief, especially with the economy and stuff.
No, definitely.
All right, so what are we going to look at now?
We have our VZ1676 3G. Now this is a Cathco home built out of our Seguin factory. It's a single wide, so it's 16 feet by 76 feet long. Roughly going to put you around 1,100, 1,200 square feet. So it's a great starter home, or if you're looking to downsize, it's always a good option for that as well.
Awesome.
And one thing I always like to point out, Grizzy, is the exterior on here. We do go with smart panel siding on this. You do have the option of vinyl, but if you do select to go with the smart panel siding, you do get a full 50-year warranty on it.
Wow, this one's nice, friends. These are amazing. Even like the smaller one is so nice. Look at all the room. Look, I'm standing back over here.
Oh yeah.
I love to get in the corner so they can get really gauge it. Wow.
And one thing I really love about this home in specific is, you know, typically your single wides they kind of almost seem like just a long hallway, right? This one does have a little bit more characteristics to it. It does kind of have the little half wall to kind of section off the living room from the kitchen, which, as you can see, it's pretty dang great.
Yeah, look at the ceiling fan. That's beautiful. Wow.
One other thing this home does have that most single wides don't is if you look right in here, you actually have a pantry.
Yes.
Whereas most single wides, you won't have that space. So it's always great to have that to store food. And then, of course, all the cabinet space you could ever want.
Oh, nice. This is so nice. Oh, nice. Okay, we got a utility room. They come with utility rooms.
Yep.
Nice.
A little dining section here. Like I said, this is a great starter home if you're,
Yes.
you know, kind of just looking to get the family started, or if you're fresh out of school, you know, just wanting your own place and wanting to move out. This is amazing. Same if you're just wanting to downsize. It's also a great option for that. One thing we mentioned in the last house was the outlets and how many outlet plugs there was. Now, the great thing about this kitchen, if you look around, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 just in this area alone.
Nice.
You no longer have to worry about limiting yourself on
Moving
where
the
you're putting
blender
a pot.
around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Unplugging the toaster and
Yeah.
finding something else. Now let me ask you this. For families looking to build generational wealth, you guys do also assist with finding land, right?
Correct.
Not only just like, you know, selling the Palm Harbor home, but also with finding land.
Yes.
How does that help increase like the value of a home?
Yeah, so actually I'm going to let Sonia, our on-site realtor, answer
All
this
right.
one because she's got the most experience when it
Yeah,
comes
she's
to that.
a realtor. Yes.
Hey guys, so long term, a lot of perception is that these homes decrease in value, and that's not necessarily the case. Especially with, as we've seen over the last 5 years, property values have almost tripled over everything. So what used to be $20,000 for a half an acre is like almost 100, sometimes in the 50s to 70s up. So again, these homes are going to hold their value. So it's a really good move for any family getting started or wanting to build that long-term dream of, a lot of our customers are just starting out in the single wide like this home, and then they either trade that in later and get a bigger one, or they bring family. We call it the compounds. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of families want to get a lot of land to have a lot of people on the land.
Yes.
So it's just a really good fit for a lot of families.
Awesome. I'm loving this.
And, kind of while we're on that topic about, the generational wealth and everything, do you have the... Yes. So one thing we actually have is these data comps. So what these are basically a third-party appraised suggested value. Kind of think of like the MSRP for vehicles.
Okay.
So as you can see here, this is a Palm Harbor. Now, granted, it is a little bit of a bigger home, a 32 by 76.
Okay.
The market suggested value on this one was $324,000, and that's a third party. They have no partnership with us,
Right.
nothing. So it's true third party numbers. And just to compare, some of our competition down the road, and of course we went ahead and blacked out their names because we don't want to throw anyone on the bus, but. A little bit of a smaller home with 2856, so not too much smaller. Their MSRP or MSRV was 73.9.
Wow.
So that just kind of goes to show, as soon as you walk in and move into your home, you're actually moving in with some equity, which, like Sonia mentioned, when you tie into land, it's always just going to go up in value when you have land associated with it.
Amazing. I'm loving this.
You ready to see the master?
Yes, let's look, friends. Okay, so we are in a single wide.
Yes.
Look at this, friends. Ooh.
And a lot of times people like to think that, I have a single wide, I can maybe only fit a tiny bed in there. And that's simply not the case, especially with this model, because you have your good bed here, your 2 nightstands, and right behind you have your dresser as well.
And I just stood in that corner right there. Yes, I love to do that. But yeah, friends, look at this. There's plenty of closet space too. This is still bigger than my closet. I'm really excited for anybody that gets this. Yes. All right.
And of course, one other thing we typically tend to see in single wides is you don't get a tub shower. You always kind of have the combo or just a shower, right? Mm-hmm. Great thing is you have a huge deck tub here that it's huge. Mm-hmm. I fit in there laying down comfortably.
Yeah.
They have the armrest. They have the shelves up here. If you're a big plant person, you can put your plants.
Yes, your plants.
Candles. You can have it all.
All that good stuff, yes. This is a Wusa restaurant. Like
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Still have your walk-in shower there as well.
You still have that good experience. Like, it's very peaceful and it's roomy, very roomy.
Yep.
Yes.
You know, one thing I like to always point out, especially when we're in a house like this, Sonia, can you turn off the light real quick here in the living room? As you can see, there's no light here in the living room.
I love that. This is, yeah.
There's so many windows, big windows here that just give you so much natural light to where you honestly don't even have to have that light on really hardly at all day. Going to help you save a lot of money on that electric bill.
Love this. There's more room on this other side too? Look.
We have another 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom.
2 bedrooms. Okay. Yes, yes. Look at the closet. Yes. Ooh. Some of y'all thought it was over, right? No. Look at the restroom. Oh, this is perfect. This is nice. Look at this one.
Yeah. Now, even in this guest bedroom, you still have tons of space. You can still fit a queen in here, still get your nightstand in, and have space for a dresser as well.
Oh, I love this. Yes. Somebody says, do they help you find land and do they help put it all together so you're only paying one bill? That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yes, actually. So that's the great part about us is we actually have an on-site realtor, so we don't have to third party out, hey, we need to find land here. No, we have someone in our office 5 days a week ready to find you land. And the best part about it is we do work with FHA, VA, USDA lenders, or we can go the conventional land home route as well. Kind of give you a bunch of different options on how you can package it all in. One thing we even help out with, we take it a step further. We're going to have contractors ready to go and give you all the on-site numbers, as well as insurance companies. So you can have a whole all-in package and not even have to go and get something outside of these doors.
Love it. Look at that. The very, very modern lighting. This is awesome.
Yes.
Wow. Safety, everything. Look. Wow. All right. Which one are we going to go see next? I'm just loving this. I love touring these homes. I'm amazed every time. Like, man, these are taking my breath away.
No, definitely.
Yeah, definitely not what I thought, not at all.
And so,
like you think about the 1980s or whatever. No, this is nothing like that.
So the next one, we are going to have a little bit of a walk, Grizzy. Like I mentioned, we do have a 7-acre model center. We have the largest model center in the state of Texas for our company, which gives the option of being able to carry so many different models.
Okay.
So we are going to have a little bit of a walk back here.
Okay, yeah, look, friends, hey, come by. What are your hours?
We are here from 8 to 6, Monday through Saturday.
All right, 8 to 6, Monday through Saturday. Come on through, friends. They're going to be open this weekend. We're kicking it off already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can come by. They'll talk to you. They'll tour you around, and you pick and choose what you want.
Yes.
And they can have the options of designing one too, right?
Yes, so you definitely are able to go and pick your own exterior colors, your interior colors. They give you tons of options, so that's actually the fun part.
Yes.
Once we get your whole approval process going and everything, the next step after all that is we bring you back in and we take you into our decor room. We have a whole room set up with different color options that you can pick for your floors, your walls, your backsplash, your counters, all of it.
Okay.
So you get to really almost fully design your house when it comes to that, which is pretty great.
All right.
And so we are going to be at this gray one right here.
Okay. Look at this one, friends.
A big reason on why I wanted to highlight this home here in specific is it's a very economical and affordable double wide.
Okay.
This one here is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's 28 feet wide by 56 feet long. Kind of just looking around, just in the area, average rent price has been skyrocketing. I don't know if you've kind of looked too much into that.
Yes, it is. I'm telling you, like 1,800, 1,700. I've seen rent be 2,400. Ooh,
Yes.
This is nice.
And typically in those, you only get 1 or 2 bedrooms, maybe if you're lucky 3.
Yeah.
This is a home that you're able to get as little as $800 a month. Of course, with approved credit and down payment and all that. But this house starts at 79.9, which typically, using the 1% rule. Of course, we're not finance lenders, but it kind of will roughly give you about an $800 to $900 a month payment with this house in specific. So 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms for less than $1,000 a month is insane.
Yeah, that is insane. That's good, especially in these times. Look, friends. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, there's lots of room. There's lots of storage space too.
Yes, you have your utility room, tons of cabinet space, counter
Lots of
space.
plugs too. Yes.
Yes. You have your island.
Yeah.
Great dining set here, space. You do have your standard sliding glass door back there as well. And a nice little sitting area, which is pretty cool. You can kind of just sit here, unwind, relax, especially if someone's in the living room watching TV. It's a good little spot to just kind of hang out.
Yes, look at the distance. Look, I'm standing not even in the corner, but look how far out. Oh, wow. Wow. All right, now let me ask you this. What would you say to the first generation buyer, a la primera generación, alguien que va a comprar casa que tal vez tenga miedo de entrar a una locación de ustedes? ¿Qué tiene que decirle?
Yeah, so entiendo. Este proceso no es uno fácil, es uno que va a dar un poco de miedo. Está perfectamente normal. Una cosa que podemos ayudar es si tienes ITIN, no es problema. Si el crédito no está perfecto, no es problema. Tenemos varios diferentes programas para ayudar con cualquier cosa y cualquier opción que tendrías. Una cosa que podemos ayudar con también es conseguir terreno, ayudar con la aseguranza y ayudar con todos los útiles en el terreno también. No se debe tener miedo porque entiendo que a veces la gente piensa que es muy difícil a comprar una casa, es muy difícil el proceso. Por eso estamos aquí nosotros para ayudarles cada paso del proceso.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, we had to throw. They do speak Spanish.
We do
Y'all
speak
sí se habla
Spanish.
español. Yes. All right, let's see. What else are we looking at?
Right here we actually have 1, 2, and then 3 bedrooms along with your bathroom.
Nice. Look at the flooring. It's just like all the little details, friends. I'm loving that. Look at the floor.
Yeah, no, they really do give you great options when it comes to the flooring here.
Yes.
And like I said, all of this for less than $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
It's insane. Brand new house, and that doesn't
I know
include...
people paying rent for 1 bedroom efficiency, like my brother. Yeah, my brother's paying that right now in Edo. Wow. Whoa. Yes.
And these are just guest bedrooms. We still have...
These are the guest bedrooms. Okay. We're gonna go look at the master.
Yes.
Ooh, oh, I forget that there's another side. I just
Yep.
get so blown away, but yes, look, friends.
And of course you have, like I mentioned, your master bedroom here that does still give you enough space for a queen. Honestly, you could even fit a king in here. Still gives you
Yeah.
the 2 nightstands,
Oh, yeah.
dresser, and even a chair in the corner.
This is beautiful. Look at the restroom.
Tons of lighting, and of course, yep, you can't go wrong with a nice little bathroom in there as well.
Wow. Hey, look at that.
And we wouldn't be us unless we had a huge walk-in closet in just about every model.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm envious of the closet space folks are going to be able to get.
And guys, don't forget, less than $1,000 a month. That's...
Y'all like it? Yes, everybody's loving this. Yes, I'm loving it too. All right. So let me ask one more question here. If you had to describe the LaBelle in 3 words, that's the first one we saw.
Yes,
right?
the first one, the
Yeah,
triple
if
wide.
you had to describe that in 3 words, what would you say that speak to the heart of a growing family? What would they be?
Yeah, so the 3 words I would use is secure, comfortable, and value.
All right.
Secure, as Doug mentioned in his presentation, that house is built just like a traditional home you would see anywhere. It's got great construction. It's going to last you multiple years. And you just have that peace of mind that if a storm were to come, you're going to be fine. Comfortable, I mean, we've seen how spacious that was. We've seen the closets,
This
the
one
space.
too, I mean, yeah.
Yep.
What about this one? What would you say about this house?
So one thing that is great about this house is the energy efficiency. And, we talked earlier about how you can save money on your electric bill and, the kind of savings you see there. This one actually has some great energy efficiency options, which at least you want to go ahead and kind of give them a bit
I'd
of
love to.
information.
Hi guys, so yes, this home you can save up to 50% on your annual energy bill. guys, like that 50%, that can go so much. But yeah, on this home, and a lot takes into account like our windows, they are going to be low E, lots of like upgrades on these lights, these recessed lighting, our thermostat. Like you can even, if you're out on vacation, it's, you know, you can connect it to your phone and you can turn it off and then, you know, turn it back on your phone by the time you're driving home or your flight. So it's just really great. And then our fridge and our dishwasher, almost forgot what dishwasher was. They are Energy Star certified just to help you more with that energy
So they come with
efficiency.
appliances.
Yes.
Okay, that's another thing. Like we did not know these. Hey, you get all of this.
Yeah, so how you see it, the stove, the fridge, the dishwasher, it does come with it. So, you know, that's pretty great. And this home is also solar built panel ready.
Nice.
Yep. So if you plan on putting solar panels in your home later down the line, no problem. This house is already ready for it.
What does something like this one run someone? Somebody just asked like price. Like,
$79.9.
what?
Yes.
Oh.
$79.9.
79,000?
Yep.
Wow.
A brand new 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2025 model, 28 by 56 home. And you know, a lot of times we see certain pricings get thrown out there and everything. We do always like to let our customers know these prices that we're throwing out do include delivery to your property anywhere in the state of Texas, set, level, tie downs to blocks, 2 temporary steps, and your AC. And you can't ever forget about your warranties. Those are all also included within the price. And of course, like we mentioned, the appliances as well.
Love this. So some people are like, oh, I don't know about that area. No, you guys sell here, but
Yes.
you can deliver anywhere.
Anywhere in the state of
Okay.
Texas. We've delivered as far as up in the Panhandle. We've even delivered some out of state in New Mexico, Louisiana. We are able to work kind of wherever you are,
All
for the
right.
most part.
All right. Let me see. So yeah, can we end the video with showing everybody that big one? Because they
Of
missed.
course.
We got some people that missed that one, and they're asking, hey, I want to see that one.
Oh yeah, you can't ever not
Friends,
see
that
house.
one's like, oh my gosh, that one's really nice. These are all incredible, just depending on where you're at, you know, like what you're up to, what you need. And this is a great starter home, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is like for a young family with kids. You know, you're just starting out, you got little ones, and then you upgrade.
Exactly.
And there's always chances for people to upgrade, you know, to something else.
And we see that every day. People coming in here and say, hey, you know what? I bought my house from you guys 20 years ago. I don't need that much space anymore. I want to downsize. Or, hey, you know what? The family grew. I got grandkids living with me now.
Yeah.
I need more rooms. We've worked with all kinds of situations out there. We'll help you trade your house in or even sell it if need be.
Okay.
Just kind of help you guys out and maneuver
Through the
this
whole process. Yes, I love that. Now, let me ask you this. Let's say somebody gets qualified, okay?
Okay.
How long till they're able to get into their Palm Harbor home?
You know, it varies all the
Okay.
time. I've seen the quickest one I've ever seen has been they leave, you know, their deposits to get the whole process started on one day and have their house on their property by the end of that same week.
Wow.
So it can definitely vary. We have to go through the whole lending process, submitting all the documents, which the great thing is with working with a lot of our lenders is it's not this whole strenuous process that you would see when you're buying a traditional home.
All right, but it doesn't have to take months and months.
No.
Yeah, to me that's pretty quick. I
Yeah.
mean, compared to like what somebody would have to go in other circumstances.
Oh yeah, no, I see it all the time. You know, people come in quite often and let us know, hey, my thought process was to build or buy, you know, a site-built home, but they're out 9 to 12 months and I don't have 9 to 12 months.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's completely understandable. You know, this is a more efficient and quicker way and more economical way of being a homeowner, which is great.
We've had celebrities buy some of these, right? Like I've
Yes.
heard some stories last time when we were visiting another location.
Yep.
We've had some celebrities come and get these too.
No, definitely. You know, and that's the thing. A lot of times people just assume, oh, it's a mobile home. It's a this and that, you know, whatever. But no, I mean, you can see this. This is not your typical mobile home.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a low-income person to buy these.
Yeah.
Anyone and everyone has been buying these. I've seen
Yes.
some people's, you know, income stubs, and I'm like, oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah. But no,
Are they
definitely.
ready, guys?
Are you ready? One more time if you missed it. Woo!
Woo!
Oh my gosh, this is beautiful, y'all. Like this is really nice. So there's different levels where depending where you're at, and Look at this one. This is like one of the top of the line ones.
Yes.
Wow.
And once again, if anyone's curious, this one is called the LaBelle.
All right, LaBelle. If you like the LaBelle, because I had some people saying, "Oh, I like that first one." Yes, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Like,
It's great.
guys, yeah, this is a far cry from what I grew up seeing. Like, wow.
A funny name we hear on this home in specific is it's a mansion on wheels.
Yes. All right. So the ones that you guys have here today, those are up for grabs too, right? Like,
Yep.
Like if they see this one, they can get it.
Yep, you definitely can.
Hey, y'all can get this one moved off the lot right away if you liked it. Yes, right off of 59. What's that address?
1152 Highway 59 North Bypass, Cleveland, Texas 77321 or 327. Sorry.
Yes.
And you can give us a call also at 281-592-8600.
Well, thank you so much, you guys. It's been such a pleasure talking to you, and you know, just letting our peeps know that what all you have. We saw different options for whatever it is that you need. They've got you covered. Palm Harbor Homes. Make sure you call them 281-592-8600. Anything else you want to tell our peeps before we sign out?
Don't forget, we're more than happy to help every single credit situation out there. Don't be afraid to come in. Come in, we can help you out throughout the whole entire process. Si hablan en español, no es problema. Tenemos varias diferentes gente que te puede ayudar con todo el proceso. And lastly, it's my mom's birthday.
Hey!
So I do want to shout her out.
All right, shout her out.
And tell her, happy birthday, Ma.
Oh,
Feliz
what's her name?
cumpleaños, Mariana.
Mariana, happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños. I love you. Que te lo pases muy bien.
All right. Hey, more hood news on the way. I'll see y'all soon. It's your girl Grizzy here in Cleveland, Texas. I'll be here for a little bit if anybody wants to stop by. Reporting live, it's your girl Grizzy. Back to you.